Shabbat Shalom. Don't be tricked by your eyes. In this week's parsha, Parshat Shelach, Moses sends 12 spies to seek out the land. They travel for 40 days, seeing the land, the promised land of God that He bequeathed to the Jewish people. They walk, they see the land, they bring of the fruit. And when they return, instead of giving glowing recommendations, say this land is amazing, let's go conquer the land, they come back with a negative report. Sow seeds of discord and confusion. And ultimately, the Jewish people turn their backs on the land of Israel. God will punish them, and they will dwell for 40 years in the desert, waiting for the generation that left Egypt to die out so the new generation can enter the land. It was very easy for God to take the Jews out of Egypt. It was a bit harder to take Egypt out of the hearts and minds of the Jews. So our parsha opens up with the theme of Laturet Haaretz, go and see the land. And this gives us an incredible bracket, because at the end of the parasha, we also have an idea of seeing. In this case, is seeing the tzitzit. And the Torah warns us, do not let your eyes cause you to stray. What exactly does that mean? We know that the eyes are the gate of the pathways to your soul. And what you see will influence who you are and how you react. But it works both ways. We also are known that we see what we want to see. There's a very famous psychological analysis which asks you the following question. It shows a group of university students busy bouncing balls in different colors. And then while they're busy bouncing the balls, they say, how many times is the ball passed between the blue players? And you're busy counting the amount of passings that are happening. At the end of the experiment, or the end of the video, if the video says like this, who saw the gorilla? What gorilla? I never saw a gorilla. And you re-watch the video. Because while you're busy watching the passing of the ball from the blue player to the blue player, indeed, there is someone in a gorilla suit walking and dancing in front of the screen. But we don't see it because we are focused on the passing of the ball. Our brains allows us to focus on certain things and not others. This is the secret of the magician in his sleight of hands, making you look one way when he's doing something on the other side. Our Parshat Shelach teaches us this exact lesson. When the Jewish people entered into the land, they looked and saw things which were incredible. They saw bunches of grapes which were so enormous that it took 8 people to carry them. Enormous pomegranates, enormous figs. But they also saw funerals taking place. And Medrash says, you know why the funerals were happening? So that the people will be distracted while you are walking through the land, and no one will pay attention to this group of 12 strangers walking and seeing the land, scouting out the land. But they weren't focused on that. They looked and saw the beauty, the incredible fruit, and they said, if this is the fruit, if a little grape is this big, imagine, and to compare to a human being, how much bigger are going to be the giants that live in this land? They sowed the seeds of confusion and distress because they were motivated not to go into the land. And this was the danger. Seeing literally is believing. And we have to be so careful how we phrase things and frame the reference of what we are looking at. There's always 2 ways to look at a situation. We can always try to see the positive, or we can always find the negatives. Many times I've run functions at the synagogue, and I always get a phone call of complaint. And I joke with my office, and I said, Mrs. So-and-so called up to complain that there were not enough napkins for dessert. And I said to my staff, that's fantastic. If that was the only thing she could find to complain about, we did a really great function. We were very successful. Or we can say like this, things were really bad, but you definitely had napkins. There were enough napkins. Focusing on the positive. It's all about perspective and what you're willing to focus on. If you're looking for problems, you will see problems everywhere, because there certainly are problems everywhere. But if you're looking for blessings, if you're looking for good things, you'll find those too. And thus, says the Torah at the end of our parasha, tzitzit. Let it help you and guide you to focus on seeing the right thing. Shabbat Shalom.